Oh dear. My best friend, I'm manifesting. Whatever happens, I'm good. I'm good. More than good. Kinda great. I thank God for making me brave. Mm-hmm. Hello, 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 everyone. We're still gonna call it Friday, okay? Happy Friday. How are you all doing? Welcome to today's live. We made it. We're here. Phew. um, Hi, welcome to Live a Little 100-day challenge. I'm on here every single day for 100 days. Every day I come on here as me, whatever I'm up to, whatever I'm doing, whatever's going on in my life, I'm here. Okay, so we're not gonna, I didn't go to bed yet, so we're not gonna count Friday as finished. Okay, this is Friday. My name is Sylvia and I'm visually impaired and I'm living my best life. I don't know why I do that. And I'm taking you guys along with me. So part of the reason for doing this live every day for 100 days is, well, there are many reasons, really and truly. But I think one of the reasons, not I think, one of the main reasons maybe I'll focus on today is the importance of representation and being able to be in certain spaces, I would say like in social media and the media, and actually seeing a proper representation of what our world actually looks like. So that's kind of what I wanted to get into today in a way. It's free. Oh my gosh, free for all. Okay, cool. That's fine too. Free flow Friday. So I basically just come on here and I talk about whatever's on my mind. Just whatever's on my mind. I come on here and I talk about it. Last week was um comparison. Comparison is a thief of joy. I'm pretty sure that's what I talked about last week. And I did a bit of makeup. So, and the week before that, I did end up doing makeup, but this time I just came on fully ready for you guys. How have you been? How's your Friday been? Happy Thanksgiving to those who are celebrating. Are we shopping? Are we doing Black Friday shopping? I find, I don't know, like I think maybe the past 2, 3 years or so, I just haven't really bothered because I feel like the prices are being marked up right before you go buy the items. So, you know how sometimes people like shop throughout the year, like, yeah, this one. I'm gonna come back for you at the on Black Friday or I don't know January sales or whatever it is. I didn't really do that. I didn't find that I even wanted to, and I just can't even really think of things that I even want to buy that bad. To be fair, so I don't know. Maybe it's also part of my whole trying to be a bit minimalist. Says me with my big orange blazer and makeup on and hair and everything. But I am okay. I'm trying not to buy too many. Black Friday for me was about buying clothes, by the way, not tech. Maybe it should be about tech now, actually. Maybe that's what it should be about now that I think about it. Like, let's move on. But yeah, it used to be about buying some clothes, shoes, bags, whatever it is. Just, up, what's the word? I was going to say upgrading my wardrobe, but more like adding to my wardrobe. But nowadays, I'm trying to like reuse the stuff that I have and wear it and really get a good wear out of it. But I'm just having one problem, guys. One tiny problem. Um, or one big problem. I have gained quite a bit of weight, so if you'll excuse me, I will need to buy clothes because my other clothes they're not fitting. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not giving what they're supposed to give or what they used to give. So I will definitely be needing to shop. Either that or like go back to my previous size. And honestly, we're about self love around here and we love ourselves at any situation, any condition, wherever we are, we love ourselves. Okay, we appreciate it too at that. But yeah, let me see if there's anything to check in the chat first before I do carry on. But oh gosh, I've got two phones today. Cue the confusion. I'm gonna try and check on this one. Oh, okay, it's moving. Oh. So I'm gonna try and use this phone. I don't know how good I am with using the zoom on this phone versus my Samsung, which is what I'm usually holding. Slick says, nice jacket, really works for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's one of my favorite jackets altogether, blazers altogether. Like I'll go wear other things, but I'll always come back to this. Let's see, what else do we have? Good night, pretty girl. Okay. Falcon in the area from Brazil. Oh, hey, yeah, I saw you last time. I think, was it the last live or the one before that? Thank you for joining the live. Please remember to like the live when you come in, and also share it if you can. Okay, what else do we have? Hi, Jack Napier. I'm sorry if I'm just not saying your name right. I'm very sorry. But hi, Jack. Kenya Halisi, my lovely mod. Thank you for being there. Okay. Thank you. Happy Friday. Well, happy Black Friday, Paul. Okay, sure. I mean, well, we're not shopping for Black Friday, but happy Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's see. What else do we have here? That's some fancy well, thank you, Slick. That's some fancy interior decorating. Thank you. I will take no credit for it, zero credit, because I'm obviously visually impaired, so I don't quite put things together the way someone who can see does put it together. But behind me, we have my lovely light from YouTube. I was given it by YouTube, and some really, really, really precious babies, our plants, some of our plants. And what else do we have? We have our artwork that we got from Kenya. So yeah, that's it really. I'm sure it looks a bit more I guess complicated than it is, but yeah, that's what we basically have behind there. I think the plants and the artwork from Kenya really do what they're supposed to do. They're giving what they're supposed to give. I absolutely love this corner, my favorite corner in this house. Let's see, what else do we have? So it's Slick asks, is the UK better with their accessibility for visual disabilities than other places, would you say? I would like to answer that, but then also I've not traveled that much. However, I'm going to say I've been to Africa, and also I've been to somewhere else in Europe. And the time that I went to Amsterdam, it was okay, but then also my vision wasn't where it is now. So it wasn't too much. Like if I had somebody with me, which I did at all times, I was fine. But in Kenya, my home country, that's where I'm from. I'm from Kenya. I think a lot could be done. So yeah, there's a lot that could be done really all over the world. Even here, there's a lot that could be done. Like I think the whole world generally needs to catch up, but some places I guess are trying more than others or are more aware than others. So yeah, I hope that kind of answered the question. Let's see. Hi Jackson, thanks for joining the live. Please like the live, and also subscribe, guys. And by the way, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers. Yes, I said it. I can't say it. Yeah, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers. And as part of this whole journey as well, coming on here every day for 100 days. Today is day 27. We are a quarter of the way through. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So we have 73 days left to get to 5,000 and maybe more. I know you guys can do it. I know we can all do it. Let's see. I don't know if I've missed anybody else in saying hello. Um, let's see. Let's see. I hope I haven't missed anybody else, but I think I do need to get into my rant of the day, I guess. Free Flow Friday. Time for me to rant. Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready? So I'm gonna say right what's the word? I was gonna say right out the box, fresh out the bat. What is the word? Anyway, I'm just gonna say straight away that I don't think that there's anybody out there who's better than me. Okay, there's nobody out there who is better than me. Nobody, not Beyonce, not Oprah, not, I'm trying to think of male people, but I can't, perhaps, I don't know. I'm probably listing people that I look up to, but and it goes both ways. So stay with me. It goes both ways. I don't think there's anybody out there who's better than me, and also I don't think I'm better than anybody out there. Okay, they might be more skilled at something than I am, or they might have more money than I do. And the same goes for me. I might be more skilled at something than somebody else, or I might have, I don't know, longer braids, if that's a valuable thing to have. I think value it depends. It's in the eye of the beholder, kind of like how people say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you see as valuable is up to you. So if you think somebody else is better than you because they have something you hold valuable, like let's say, I don't know, this plant, right? I have this plant. We've looked after it, not just me. We've looked after it from when it was tiny. It's grown to, the size it's at now. So am I better than somebody who maybe doesn't have very green fingers? And that's me, by the way. Let me be honest, I do not do anything about these plants. Like, I haven't tried, but I really feel like if I was to take over looking after them, I don't know. I would be so hopeful. But basically, I was just saying the value is in the eye of the beholder. And if you don't think that you're valuable, then you're going to be not valuable. And other people are always going to be more valuable than you. But the best way to approach things is to think everyone is the same. You treat everybody the same way. And well, I was going to say you should expect that from them, but also don't hold expectations for other people, because that's a downward spiral. That's a downhill spiral. You don't want to do that. But yeah, just think of other people as the same as you, so then you don't really idolize other people as a whole. You can admire something about somebody, right? But you don't have to idolize that person like, wow, this whole person is amazing and they're better than me because they can dance, because they can sing. I'm talking about Beyonce. I love Beyonce. They can, I don't know, they're really good at business, they're really a really good business person. Also, you have to recognize that sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's being at the right place at the right time. Sometimes it's literally, I'll go back to luck again, because it's opportunity, right? Imagine, I was gonna say, okay, you know what? We'll stick with Beyonce. I love me some Beyonce. We'll stick with her. So imagine if she was, I don't know, she was born somewhere in an interior little village with no access to electricity, just living a happy, nice farm life. Because there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you can't live a happy farm, just happy, living off the land and so on and so forth. And her parents were, I don't know, farmers. But the girl can sing. The girl can dance. She can do all the things that, she's been doing until she worked hard and she went to training and she got to where she is now and practiced, whatever it is, right? But if she was in that interior village, maybe like I'm picturing a cute little lakeside village with like a lake on the side and like fishing and rolling hills and farmland. Ugh, I'm just picturing such a lovely place. But yeah, just she's from that lovely place, but where is she going to get the access that she had to the opportunities that she had to I think she was that might be the wrong person. I was going to say, I think there was something to do with Mickey Mouse, but maybe wrong person, wrong person. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily about you or a person being better than you. It's about everyone being the same and some people being lucky to have the opportunity to explore their talents and some people maybe not so much and some people going down different paths. So yeah, that's what I essentially wanted to say. But I wanted to show you why or how I found or realized that this is how I feel, it's how I think. I hope I'm going to be able to. If you give me just a second, I'm going to try and locate the video. Um, let's see. I tried to send it to myself so I can access it quickly, but please bear with the visually impaired girl. Sometimes it's not easy to navigate things. Okay, so it was a video. I'm going to turn it down first before I play. It was a video of Barack Obama, and he was talking about how when you get a seat at the table or when you get to where you think those people who are better than you are, you find that actually they're just people. Well, this is how I took it. They're just people, but I'm not sure if that's how he phrased it. So I'm just going to play the video and show it to you guys if I'm able to. Just a second.
With folks with fancy titles, and you talk to them and you go, oh, do not belong. Once you sit at these tables with folks with fancy titles and you talk to them and you go, oh, they ain't all that. This idea that somehow they are so special, they're so smart, they're so sophisticated. Not really. They've been exposed. They've been given the confidence of feeling like they belong. But if you sit down and talk to them, turns out, that's my point. And the benefit for Michelle and me, because we came up, and at each stage, you go to Harvard, and wow, it's Harvard. And then you find out, oh, Harvard's full of some fools and people that you would not put in charge of anything, but they're there. And there's some really amazing, brilliant people too. And then you go to the U.S. Senate and you look around and everybody's represented, smart people and dumb people, good people and bad people. Now suddenly you're meeting at the group of 7 world leaders are all in a room, or the United Nations. And same thing. Turns out that there's some really smart, amazing world leaders, and there's some fools running countries. Do not let people think you do not belong. Once you sit at these tables with folks with fancy titles and you talk to them and you go, oh, they ain't all that. This idea that somehow they're so special, they're so smart, they're so sophisticated. Not really. They've been exposed. They've been given the confidence of feeling like they belong. But
so I think you get the point. I hope you could hear it. So yeah, he was just basically saying how, when you get to certain places, you discover they're just people. Okay, people are just people. Some people are given opportunities and they get to where they are, and that's how they become who they are, right? And I don't like the I went in, obviously I ran to the comment section. Obviously, like that's the first place I run to when I watch something. I'm like, wait, you said something there. You said something. So I'm gonna read you a couple of the comments of what some people say. So someone here said, um, as a diplomat that has been around the world, sorry, I read very slowly because let me show you what I'm looking at so you can know. This is what I can see. Okay, and so it's literally one word at a time for me because it's zoomed in. Um, So yeah, as a diplomat that has been around the world's elite, I can attest that he is 100% correct. So a lot of people in the comments basically were confirming this, and then there's a comment that I saw that actually stood out to me, and I thought, let me explore this idea a bit further. Okay. It was leading up to gatekeeping, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. But yeah, so this person wrote horizontal mindset. No one is better than me, and I'm not better than anyone. So yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's exactly that's it. It's exactly that. Like that's what you really need to think. That's what you really need to feel to be to like push yourself to do something, to feel like, some things are meant for other people and some things they're just not meant for you. You need to be thinking people are better than you, and they're not. Okay? They're not. Everyone is the same. Everyone has an opportunity. Well, not everyone has an opportunity. Everyone has an opportunity internally, I guess, or the potential. There we go. The word is potential. Everyone has the potential to be somebody or to do something or to chase their dreams or do whatever they want, right? But it's literally about where they are and who they see and who they meet and how that situation goes, like how their life plays out from beginning to whatever point things pivot. So even if you listen to like successful people's stories, or the people that we all know, they'll tell you like, yeah, no, just a regular life. Some people all the way until like 50, yeah, just a regular life, and then boom, I had this idea, and then boom, I just decided to do it, and then boom. Do you know what I mean? So it's literally, it's a case of luck, opportunity, and obviously you have to have that drive from within you and that confidence to go ahead and chase your dreams, or go ahead and act on your idea or whatever it is, and not think that you can't do it, like it's not meant for you. So before I started this 100 days, coming on here every day, live, whatever it is I'm up to, sometimes in my pajamas, okay, I had to convince myself, like, it's okay. You can come on in your pajamas, why ever not? People are people. People understand. Everybody wears pajamas. Not everyone is fully dressed head to toe all the time. Not everyone is looking a certain way all the time. But it's not the image, it's the message that you have, it's the purpose that you're serving by doing whatever you're doing. So for me, it's more important that I come on here, I'm talking to you guys, I'm contributing to the representation of, having more people like me out there, which by the way is a real struggle to find. Like, as a black visually impaired mum as well, because I'm a mum, I've got two children, like it's been quite the journey trying to find other people like me. And like, just imagine not just growing up and not seeing somebody like you, and the impact this could have on you, this could have on your self-esteem, this could have on your ideas of what you can achieve, this could have on your just trajectory in life, the things you choose to do. Like, it's a big thing. It's really important. And sometimes I know we just talk about woo, representation, woo, we need to have more people out there, but it's actually that deep. It's really, really important. And so me, when I've gotten to where I am, I'm not saying I'm like, up there at this point in time. Let's not do self-limiting, okay? At this point in time, I wouldn't say that I'm, well known, or somewhere that I want to be. Let's put it that way. But when people approach me, I don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep. When people approach me, if they want to do, if they want to work with me for whatever reason, if they want me to do something with them or for them, if they want to just work with me with any capacity, if they want me to share some information about anything, then I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes, because it's really, really important that you are there for other people, that you don't think you're better than others. You just go ahead and, you know, treat people the same way. Okay. Okay. 'Cause I was wondering. Okay. I'll come back to my train of thought because I have a little story time about that as well. So I'll come back to that. Let me just go and check on the chat. Check on the chat in a minute. Not in a minute. Check on it right now, and then I'll come back and not come back. I will go back to the story time, or start the story time. Let's see. So Where did I leave the chat? Uh, let's see. Um, with a recent allegation. Fair. That's fair. That's fair. I agree. And that's what I'm saying, with the recent things happening to everyone, allegedly. That's when you realize people really are people. They're not this icon, these people that are untouchable. People are people, and people will do whatever they want to do, whatever they some people will do anything to get to where they are, where they want to go. And some people, like I was saying, will treat everyone with respect, and they'll think of themselves as equals with everybody else. So people are people, and they end up doing some things for whatever reason. And honestly, I don't know. I just I don't know. It's inexcusable, some things that people do, definitely. But I guess that's when we realize that all those people we put on a pedestal, they shouldn't be up there. We're all the same. No one is better than you, okay? And you're not better than anybody. So yeah. Um, Let me see. Let me try and go back in there because it's locked. Okay. So, um, do you know how to write or read in Braille? No, I don't do Braille because I lost the majority of my eyesight as an adult. And, obviously by the time I got to my age, my adulthood, whatever, I use technology, basically. Let's put it that way. I did start learning Braille, and then it's really difficult. It's a whole other language. I learned maybe up to, did I get all the letters? I got some of the letters, but then it started getting complicated. Like, this letter and that letter combined makes this word. Like sometimes you're not even writing full words. It's like letter combinations that make a word, and or that symbolize a word. So Braille, I will look back. I'll look into it again, but it's on pause right now. It's on pause. Let's see, what else do we have? Um, okay, so I'm gonna try and scroll a little bit. Um, Thank you, by the way. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to today's live. Thank you so much. And I'd like to hear your thoughts, actually, like not necessarily about, the people that I mentioned, but about how you feel about basically this horizontal mindset sort of thing. Like, do you think it's empowering? Do you think it's empowering for you to feel like, everyone is the same? Do you think everyone has the potential to be somebody? It just depends on the opportunity. Do you think, or do you really think like some people really are better than others? Like, how you say somebody is smarter than other people as well, but are they smarter, or are they smarter in some areas than other people? And then whatever areas they're smart in is what the system has set up for them to advance in, if that makes sense. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on that as well. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So, Six Aid, there's always there's always a bigger fish. A good thing to remember when you compare yourself with others. You might feel you might feel give me a second. Give a visually impaired girl a chance. You might feel, huh? You might feel insecure compared to person A, but person A is probably the same about person B, and so on. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, I think sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit, so we think other people are in some ways better than us, or maybe, like I was saying earlier, whatever you value, if they have that, then you think they're better than you, but really they're not. And like you said, Slick, that person might be feeling the same about you. Like, you know, you might have X, Y, and Z that they hold valuable, and so they feel you might be better than them in certain areas. So, yeah, it's whatever we hold valuable that will determine whether or not you feel someone else is better than you, and you shouldn't. um, it's why success is a hard thing to gauge because your standards get higher and higher. A medieval peasant would most likely a medieval peasant would most likely view everyone in our modern world as successful and all that. That's so true. That is so true. And it's exactly that. It's like whatever your mindset and your experience, that combination is, because you could be, like you're saying, you could be in a certain position where you don't really have access to things, but you're seeing other people have access to it. But then you might have that mindset, like, you know what, they're not better than me. I'm gonna work hard. I have a plan. I have a plan. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna be over there too. The only thing would be when you get there, just remember where you came from, and like remember you're not better than other people, and so on and so forth. Like, those are the best people for me, the ones who manage to get to a certain level, but they don't forget their community, they don't forget where they came from, they don't forget the other people around them. Even in the world, it doesn't even have to be anything to do with them. They could just be altruistically doing stuff in other places of the world, other places in the world, and just not really, I don't know, related to them, just out of, hey, these people could use X, Y, and Z, and I can do X, Y, and Z, so why not? So yeah, I'm gonna get into the slight little story time that is related to gatekeeping, because this is the other thing. Yeah, that actually led up to it really well. Some people, they will come from, you know, not having all the means or access, and they will get to, you know, their goal, and then they will get there and gatekeep. And they'll keep everybody else out. They'll make it difficult for other people. And then there'll be other people who will help other people up. They'll be reaching for them, like, hey, this is what you need to do. They share their information. They try to basically uplift others and empower others, and that's where it's at. And I feel like you don't even really need to have a lot. You don't even need to be up there to encourage others, to empower others, to share information. Like, there's something that you have that's valuable anyway, and you might not know it, but you just need to start. Like, you need to start speaking, talk to people, see what other people need. Like, I do volunteer work. I do. It's not like I couldn't use a job that actually pays, but I do volunteer work because I know what I do is valuable regardless. It's not about, I don't know, it's not about monetary compensation for me. It's literally about getting the word out there, doing the work that I do out there, helping the people, supporting people, just generally, I don't know, contributing to my community, and just feeling like I've done something with my existence, you know? So when it gets to a point where maybe I might be really old, I might be really old and not have all of my faculties with me or whatever. But what have I done with the part of my life that I was able to? What have I done with the part of my life where I could walk around and I don't know, give my stuff to charity that I don't use anymore? What have I done with the part of my life where I had my brain and the internet to, I don't know, switch on a camera and talk to people? Do you know what I mean? So it could be literally anything, and it's important to kind of think about where value is within you and place value on that and like really appreciate it. But yeah, I can just go on and on about that. Let me just quickly double check my notes, because I really wanted to share this it's not really necessarily a story, but it's a scenario where people don't really place as much value in what they can do that can impact everyone around them, or not even just everyone, like, you never know, even one person. So Yeah, I'm just going to tell you something quickly. I'm not going to name the person. I will not name the person, but I'm just going to read it because if I tell you out loud, I will definitely stray and start launching into other points. So, yeah. Um, so I was just saying, I don't gatekeep. When people reach out to me, I said this in the beginning. When people reach out to me, I'm gonna share my information. I will share. We're gonna let's do this together. I will lift you up. I will hold you up, and you will hold me up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna work together and support each other. So yeah, here's the story. Like, I reached out to a creator, and I won't name them. I really loved their work and I loved what they were doing, both within this space and I'm paraphrasing, as you can see, because I'm even looking away from this, both in this space, in the creative space, but also, I guess, the business moves they're making in the media space and everything. So I reached out to see if we could get together for a conversation. When I tell you the reception was hostile, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, sorry. But yeah, like this is why I would get into a little bit more. Like I basically just reached out and said, hey, like I just said, now I really love what you're doing. Maybe we could get together and have a conversation. And yeah, just talk about X, Y, and Z and talk about the creator journey, blah, blah, blah. I think I summarized it, but I also said a little bit about myself. But yeah, like this is why I say no matter what type of creator you are, no matter what you do, disability awareness and inclusion and etc. is really relevant. Like I think people think there are no disabled I don't know, audience members or people in their audience, and so they think, nah, I don't really need to be saying anything in that space. Like disabled people are over there and I'm over here doing my thing. So they literally just, this person, they just talked to somebody else about a similar conversation that I was saying that we should do. And when I reached out, and pitched a similar conversation and with the additional value of some DEI talk, nope, they weren't having it. So we need we need more people. We need more people like me and other talented creators in this space, taking up space so that everyone understands how isolating it can be to never ever see representation of people like you. I think, just imagine if I don't know, the most well known creator, for example, was someone who was similar to me, and I approached this person, or I approached, let's say, this media company, I approached somebody basically. Do you think it would be so difficult for them to see that it would be a beneficial thing to do? Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But because you don't really see people like me, we're often quiet somewhere. Often quiet somewhere. They don't really see the value, but we're not just quiet somewhere. We're also here. We're consuming content, TV shows, whatever it is. We're here. We're consuming the media stuff. Okay, so if we're not seeing people like us, just imagine what that does. Just imagine how that feels. So the best analogy, and I wrote it down here, I can give you is, imagine you are you and you're nothing like me, okay? Everywhere you look, beauty blogger, high fashion models, and designers, Hollywood movies, TV, and even advertising is me. So everywhere you look, you see someone like me. Just imagine you're you. You're nothing at all like me. You're not disabled. You're not a woman. You're not visually impaired. Whatever it is, you're nothing at all like me. And then everywhere you look, all you see is people like me. You're watching the news. Presenter is people like me. You're in the news. There's an ad break. People like me, or people like, it's me basically. Just imagine this everywhere you look. You're, I don't know, reading the newspaper. The journalist is people like me, and the people they're talking to are people like me. You're watching, I don't know, a fashion show. It's the designer is me, and the or down the what do you call it? The models walking down are, you guessed it, me. Just imagine how that feels. Everywhere you look, you don't see an image of yourself. You don't know of people like you. You don't even, I don't know, you don't come across it anywhere. But in your life, there's so many people. Like, you have friends who look like you have family, you have I don't know, teachers, you have people around you who actually look like you. But when you look at the media, when you look outwards, basically, nobody, nothing, nowhere. Just imagine like what that would do to your like self-esteem, your goals, like I mentioned earlier, and what you believe you can do. Because if you can't see it, like it's all this saying goes, if you can't see it, then you can't believe it. If there was no, I'm gonna say her name. I know there was some comments earlier about, but I'm gonna say it. If there was no Oprah, would there be a Jennifer Hudson? Like, would Jennifer Hudson, because she's got a show, a talk show, would she imagine, or would other people who support her and actually put the show together, would they imagine that she could be a presenter? Do you know what I mean? Like, for some people, you just need to see that person who blazes the trail, or who is doing something that you'd like to do, or something that you never thought you'd like to do. But you see them, you're like, wait, hold on. Maybe there's room for somebody like me to do this, right? So if you can't see it, you can't believe it, basically, or you don't believe it. So I literally had to get myself together, okay, and think, okay, I have a story, I have a passion for creating content. I really have, since I was a teenager. I have had this passion and this interest, even in fashion, actually. I think I mentioned a few lives ago. But I always felt like it's not for me. It's not gonna, not me. Who's gonna listen to me? And it got to literally 27 days ago when I said, you know what? I'm not going to live my life never having tried to do the things that I really want to do. I may have started my content journey a while ago, but I don't think I had the mindset that I have now in terms of really sharing my life and who I am altogether, not just about, I don't know, one side of me. I was mostly maybe talking about parenthood. I was mostly maybe talking about just my disability, being visually impaired. Or I would think, oh, maybe I just need to talk about my hair or something like that. But I'm here to be all of me and the whole of me, and like everything that I hold valuable. Remember, I was talking about what you hold valuable. Everything that I hold valuable is actually my ideas. It's actually how I feel about, equity, and how I feel about how other people should have access, how everyone should have access. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to be here and be myself, right? I'm not just going to show little bits of me, or just when I'm fully feeling ready or whatever. I'll come on here in my pajamas, and I'll still talk the same way, same level of confidence. Same confidence, but I'll be in my pajamas. Maybe not a bonnet, but in my pajamas. It's the value is not really about the person who's speaking. The value is what is within. And that's what I think also, it being Disability History Month, like a lot of employers need to realize, okay, so this person uses a wheelchair, we'll have to put a ramp, but you know what? They add so much value to our establishment. We need this person here. They even add value just from having their disability, just from all the resilience and all the creativity they have to get through the day, to do things during the day. So yeah, I think I will end my my lecture. I'll end my lecture there, and check in on the chat. Oh yeah, also every day I do share an affirmation. So I think I'll move on actually to the affirmation and then I shall make my way out. Um oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Let's check the chat first before the affirmation because I just said a lot of things. um Yeah, yeah. Until androids gain sentience, we still got a chance. I mean, yeah, yeah. Until the robots take over, sure, yeah. um, I don't. Do you know what? This is the thing as well. Like, it's a little bit tricky for me because obviously, AI is super helpful for me with my vision impairment. Like I'm here dreaming about getting like a self-drive car. Just I'm imagining how helpful generally there were some robots released recently. I don't know, like how helpful those robots would be. I'll just send it to the shop. I don't have to worry. I think I saw in the news somewhere that they have a, is it Deliveroo? I don't know. There's a food delivery company, and they just send little robots on wheels, and they deliver your food for you. Like I think technology is so helpful for people with disabilities, whatever disabilities they might have, and especially for me personally with my vision impairment. So it's a bit of a catch 22 for me. It's like, okay, on the one side, yeah, okay, there's a bit of a AI taking over people's employment and everything and making some people redundant, but also there's AI and robots helping. So I don't know. um and yeah, and even using like how I'm using the phone right now, how I use computers, how I even get through a work day, I have to use, it's AI, it's technology, I have to use it. So I don't know, it's helpful, it is helpful. I won't, I won't lie, it's definitely helpful. So Olivia, I think I said that right, Olivia. Hi Olivia. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. Um, okay. So Slick says it makes me perturbed how social media has also made people view a number like 20 people liking or supporting you as low number. Just imagine, oops, where's it gone? Just imagine 20 people in real life doing that. You'd never forget it. Absolutely, 100%. Every single person is valuable. I totally agree with you. I actually go out and deliver, I do talks, I do VI awareness talks. And if there's 5 people in the room, I'm still going to be speaking the same way if there's 100 people in the room because each person has value and each person is getting value. And then they're going to go and take that and apply it in their lives. So every single person is really valuable, 100%. Um, let's see. Uh, did I miss something? I feel like I did. Sorry, bear with me. Just scrolling. I think I have gone through everything up there, so I'm just gonna go back down. Okay, so I'm gonna read the affirmation of the day, night, evening, and I'll literally be back later on. I don't know what time zone you're in, but it's like past midnight here. So basically, later on, I'll be back for story time Saturday. And actually, I've been thinking of sharing this story, but I've also been thinking maybe a little bit later on, but I think I'll just do it now. I wanted to talk about my sight loss journey and like how it sort of began, sort of. So yeah, that's what I'll be talking about tomorrow in a story time, in a very, I want to say entertaining story time, but yeah. Um, Let's see. Affirmation of the day today is, if I can find the correct date. Okay. So the affirmation of the day is, I will succeed by attracting people who can help me. So, on the subject of everyone holding value, I will succeed by attracting people who can help me. So, everyone holds value, everyone is the same, nobody's better than you, you're not better than anybody. You can all help each other, and together we all can be successful. So, yeah, that's it. That's me done for today. I think I will say goodbye. Okay, and thank you so. Oh, hang on. I need to go back to. Let's see. Um, okay. Yeah. So I think, yeah, I've seen everything. Thank you so much for joining the live, guys. And I hope to catch you later today for Storytime Saturday. See you later. Bye.